What's going on, guys? So I am here with my good friend Justin Salerno. I have known him for like 15 years now, and he has a really awesome car that I wanted to film for some time, and he's allowed me to film it finally. So we're here on a nice day out in Castle Rock, and he's going to show us what his car is all about. Justin?
Not much. How are you?
I'm doing good. What do we got here?
So we got my 1990 Nissan Skyline R32 Gtr.
This is amazing.
Thanks.
So I'm super jealous. One, because you got one of the coolest cars out here, and then two, because I never was able to keep my 300, and you got a full-on Nissan original here.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Give me a little backstory.
So this car, I imported this from Japan. So I got in touch with a guy that basically lived in Japan, and what he did was import cars for a living. Fortunately, he's not there anymore, but he's from Canada, so he speaks English. So found him on actually the Canada forum, and that's how I first got hooked up with him and saw his cars that he posted for sale. And basically he posted this one. Actually there was one before this one that I looked at that I passed on, and then this one came up, and so he just has tons of pictures, does a video of him driving and all that stuff, and he fixes anything that's wrong with the car before it goes out. So yeah, it was a really easy process. Like, he takes care of all the paperwork of getting on the boat and everything, and then once it's here, once it's at the port, I had to work on actually getting it from the port to here. When I first got it here, I took it to the emissions place to get emissions done, and they basically were like, we don't know how to test this car. So it was, yeah, so basically they made me, I had to go to the state emissions where they inspected the car and essentially wrote up this form so they could tell the emissions place how to test it and what to do. Even though it's supposed to be emissions exempt, which is part of the 25-year rule for it being legal now. Yeah. But I had to do that for whatever reason, so a little extra hoop to jump through, but it wasn't bad. I just had to go to the state place. They inspected it, looked at it, and then gave me paperwork. Went to the usual place to test for emissions, and it passed.
All right, Justin. Yeah. What kind of mods and what are your plans?
So the car came with a lot of the basic mods like coilovers, sway bars, exhaust, intake. So I've done a few things. Obviously, like I did the wheels. I actually changed the exhaust to something a little quieter. Really just been kind of doing a lot of maintenance on the car, being that it's 28 years old now. Just little things here and there, like torn CV boots, leaking power steering. But like right when I got the car, I got it tuned just so I knew it would be safe. So it's tuned on Haltech. That's true.
You want to show me what's going on under the hood?
Yes, sir.
Oh, by the way, it is full on right-hand drive. Actually freaked me out, no lie. Riding in the driver's side, if this is the United States.
Right, yep. Stock turbos as far as I know. Like I said, tuned on Haltech. I just painted the valve covers, well, I guess you could say the engine covers, last fall. Be doing some other parts here shortly to kind of help match. Another thing I did did the divider mod on the intake pipe. As you can see, the weld right at the seam there. This weld right there. Oh, okay. So that basically helps so you don't get turbo shuffle, so that way, because sometimes the front turbo might try and fight the back turbo when they're trying to come together. So I did that as well. Did the Koyo radiator, because the plastic one, the stock plastic one, cracked actually like right at the hose connection. Future plan is just to keep going, really just keep cleaning up, getting like old parts kind of freshened up, cleaned up, just kind of trying to restore it more is really my goal.
You gonna modify it any?
Yeah, I eventually want to put new turbos on it, and get it tuned on E85 just so it's running a lot more safer. So that's definitely, you know, in the future at some point. But yeah, that's really the main goal, is then just drive, enjoy it. Yeah. Really want to get out to the track this year, like out the high plains. Like I finally have the car mechanically safe enough, I feel, to go out there and have some fun. So that's what I'm really looking forward to, is getting it on the track. Yeah. But just enjoying it. Yeah, and then one other thing I've had to deal with, it showed up, so this is, being a GTR, it's 4-wheel drive, so it did show up. 4-wheel drive wasn't working, which is actually an easy thing on this car. You can make it 2-wheel drive pretty easy by just removing a fuse, which a lot of people do and don't know about, but at the same time, there's a lot going on in the system. So I've almost got it. It works and it doesn't work sometimes, so it's been good. Had to replace the back window. The molding on it when I first got it was really bad. Someone had just kind of like siliconed over this to kind of seal it off, and then as the glass people were pulling out the windshield wiper motor, the glass popped.
That's normal.
And so yeah, so I had to go through finding a window, and of course the first one showed up broken because yeah, shipping's not the best, but yeah, but it's all good now.
Sweet. Well, let's get some driving in.
Let's do it.
All right, so we're gonna go for a ride. It's so weird being on the left side. I'm not even kidding. I almost just got in the driver's side because, you know, it's right-hand drive, and I thought I was gonna get in the passenger.
It happens. I still do it when I get in and out of between the cars. And I have to sit there and think, okay, which car am I in?
Okay, so he was saying that the gears are still the same.
Right, yeah, so shift pattern's still the same. So first is still up and to the left. You're just obviously with your left hand. So at least you know where the gears are. It's not like you're having to figure out, oh, I gotta remember that first is in a different spot than I'm used to. So your brain knows where it is.
So yeah, he has these bride seats in here. They're very comfortable. Actually, I need to get some for my GTO, and I would like to get the harnesses, but to experience it in his cars, they grab you really well. And I mean, I got the most leg room possible. I feel like I'm in a recliner or something. Yeah, this thing drives super solid too. Even though we haven't really got on it quite yet, you could just tell how solid of a car it is so far.
It is. I mean, there's no clunks, no nothing. It's been a great car the entire time I've owned it. Even I had a GTST before this, so that's like the baby brother of the GTR, and it was the same thing. I never had an issue with that car at all. So it's been great cars. Like the little stuff that I have done since the tune, it's honestly running a lot better. So I think it's honestly probably a lot quicker than it was, like number-wise.
thank you so much for
No problem.
showcase your car.
Thank
really
you.
Appreciate it.
It was fun.
And also, thanks to Justin's dad. He was
Yes.
a big help.
Not a problem.
Some rolling shots.
I am 1/3 owner, by the way.
Oh, nice.
Right. And he is so gracious to let me keep his car here during the winter time. Keep this here during the winter too, so it's nice to not have to keep my daily outside.
Yeah.
So, but thanks, Trey.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Well, that will be a wrap for this video, guys. Hopefully you guys liked it, and definitely give us a thumbs up. Let Justin know you love his car. I know I love his car, and I'm sure we'll be back here showing some other stuff that he's doing with it in the future. Thanks again, guys. We'll see you next time.